scenic seaside, tasty eats, sweet treats, stopping to smell the roses, and something that goes boom. Join us on a trip along Nova Scotia's South Shore on this edition of the Craig Agenda.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Flight 377 service to Halifax. Please remain seated.
I arrive at the Ottawa airport to catch an early morning flight to Halifax, where I will meet up with my mother. She is coming in from Pearson Airport to join me on this trip. We pick up our car rental and off we are now to our first stop, Halifax, for 2 days. We stayed at the Halifax Hotel. It was a nice, clean hotel near the waterfront. Our room had a small balcony with 2 queen beds. I would say this is a middle of the road for hotel accommodations. Nothing flashy, and the staff were pleasant. I actually really enjoyed the pool. We check in, put our bags in the room, and then head out for a quick bite. We made our way to the beautiful harbour front and looked at the nice shops and restaurants. Later that evening, we had one of the best meals of our lives at the Bicycle Thief. Pistachio and honey encrusted salmon. I highly recommend it. This restaurant is very popular, so make your dining reservations well before you land in Halifax. Next stop is the beautiful town of Lunenburg, about 1 hour and 15 minutes from Halifax. Lunenburg is home to the Blue Nose, which we unfortunately missed by a few hours. The streets were very busy with the film crew in town, so parking was scarce. Up one flight of stairs, and we were home for 2 days in our small VRBO rental. It had a nice balcony with the view of the harbour, a great place to enjoy a tea in the morning. This 2-bedroom space was very cute, but it did need a few updates, like new mattresses and some linen. It was right downtown and a short 5-minute walk maximum to the waterfront. We enjoyed some nice meals in town, along with a tasty glass of sangria or 2. You'll find some historic buildings and neat shops along the quaint streets and a good selection of restaurants to enjoy some seafood. At the end of one of the streets, I discovered a small cemetery, which had a marker that read, "This cross, originally from St. John's Anglican Church, commemorates the lives of early settlers buried here in unmarked graves." On our last day in Lunenburg, we headed back down to the harbour to explore some more sights. After exploring, we decided to check out a place that was suggested to my mom by a friend of hers called Blue Rocks. This had to have been one of the prettiest places I have been to. I absolutely loved it. We met some friendly people as we walked along, and I would definitely go back on my next trip to Nova Scotia. After our 2 days in Lunenburg, it was time to pack our bags and head back to Halifax, but not before making a couple stops along the way. First stop, Mahone Bay. Mum fell in love with this picturesque town and has decided she will move here someday. Famous for the 3 churches side by side along the water, Mahone Bay is filled with cute shops and tasty eats. We stopped and had breakfast at the Biscuit Eater, which is in one of Mahone Bay's oldest buildings. Continuing on our journey, we stopped at Peggys Cove. This has been on my bucket list for a long time. It was breathtaking. Mom stayed close to the lighthouse while I ventured off along the rocks. I stayed atop and kept safe from the distance from the treacherous spots closer to the water. This video is zoomed in, so I'm actually not that close to the water. Many people have slipped on the slippery surfaces and lost their lives in the rough water. If you visit Peggys Cove, please be safe and stay up on the top rocks. The rest of the scenery around Peggys Cove was made for a postcard. It was absolutely stunning. We spent a couple of hours taking in the sights at Peggys Cove, and now it was time to head back to Halifax for 2 more days. We checked into the Sutton Place Hotel, which had to be one of the nicest hotels I have ever stayed in. It is brand new, and I'm almost certain we were the very first people to stay in this room. We booked a water view double queen room with views of the harbour. Upon entering this hotel, you will see marble walls, tasteful color schemes, and inviting staff. The rooms have beautiful marble bathrooms with amazing showers. We were highly impressed. We had dinner at Chop's Steakhouse, which is inside the hotel. They have outdoor seating as well. Once again, the service was amazing and the food was delicious. For our last 2 days in Halifax, we visited a number of interesting sites. First stop was the old burying ground cemetery, not too far from the waterfront. It is a historic cemetery and was founded in 1749. Halifax's first burial ground, it was turned over to St. Paul's Anglican Church in 1793. Next stop, the Halifax Citadel. It was situated up on a hilltop location and has a view of the Halifax Harbour. The site was chosen in 1749 for the fort destined to protect the city. The Halifax Citadel's star-shaped architecture is equally as impressive from the inside and out. We even got to witness them setting off the cannon. Our last day was spent at the Halifax Public Gardens and at the harbourfront. The public gardens encompass 16 acres and are bounded by Spring Garden Road, South Park Street, Summer Street, and Sackville Street. They are open annually from May 1st approximately until November 1st. The landscaping style is Victorian formal and provides a popular setting for weddings and prom photos. In addition to statues and extensive flower beds, there are 3 fountains, 2 stone bridges, 3 ponds, and a small concession building. The gardens also feature a bandstand that is used for free public concerts on Sunday afternoons during the summer. After we finished our tour of the gardens, we headed back to the harbourfront for some late lunch. Fish and chips were on the menu, and I stopped for ice cream at Cow's. So that concluded our great trip to Nova Scotia, and we will be heading back again sometime soon in the future. I will leave links below of the hotels and the sites we visited. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to hit the like button. It helps our channel grow. Be sure to watch our travel tips vlogs for New Orleans and Siesta Key. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.